Hi everyone, it's Louisa Tanner-Munson, and this is a guided hypnotation, so a hypnotic meditation designed to help you feel like you have some kind of control in your lives right now, in light of the current phenomena surrounding the lockdowns that people are going through. Before I get going, I want to just thank anyone that listens live and also to any re-watchers. I really, really appreciate knowing that I can reach out to you. It's a wonderful thing that we have this technology that connects us and helps us share our ideas. So, if you're like me, you might be somebody who uh, wants to know how they can participate. And you can participate in the world in raising the vibration of the world in a very physical way, in a very real way. Um, and sometimes that doesn't feel like it's enough. Sometimes we feel like we need to do more. Or you might just be somebody who's a little afraid to do anything in a kind of 3D world, in a real time way, who wants to work slightly in the background, and that's fine too. So this is a little technique that you can use um, to feel like you are able to create a difference. Now, the whole idea of this is that there is a vast knowledge of consciousness all around us. We are living in a quantum universe. We're all connected. Um, Currently, in our lives, in our 3D meat bodysuits, we have the illusion that we're all separated, and we have the illusion that we are all like an individual, um, and that like your computer that you're viewing this from, or your phone, everything is real and it belongs to you or it doesn't. We have all these ideas as to what everything is. So if you're aware that there is this like web of consciousness around us, that there is this quantum potential, then you'll like this, because this is exploring the quantum, the great big potential that exists between us. So what the idea of this is to kind of like wiki the ether. And by that, I'm talking about uploading your truth bombs, uploading what is true for you, any knowledge that you have that you'd love to get out there, but are maybe too afraid to put on Facebook or Twitter or YouTube or wherever you think you might want to share it. There might be things that you want to share with your family and friends that you can't, or you don't think you can, for fear of losing face, or for fear of losing support from people. And I understand that, because this is a very polar time, and people are defending their views as if they are their life. Their belief systems are their lives, and they have to defend it, with great gusto. So I completely understand that, and I'm with you on that as well. So here's how I do it, and am doing it. Where there's something that I feel very strongly about that I want to share, and I doubt that people are going to be receptive to it, I imagine that I upload my information, um, I parcel it up, I upload it to the ether, in my head that I've created. I create a representation of it, and I upload it with the idea that um, if there's somebody around the planet that could use it for good, then they have free access to my thoughts on that subject that I've placed there. So it's almost like leaving clues. It's a bit like geocaching. I don't know if any of you have done that. I've not, but I've seen it, I've observed it, and I've found some of these hidden geocaching treasures that people have hidden. And people follow the clues and they find a piece, and then they go off and find another piece. So it's like seeding the ether with your knowledge, so that if somebody of a like mind an inquiring vibration that would suit that can find it. And it's relying on the fact that the universe, or the powers that be, or life, whatever you want to call it, will connect your thought to the seeker. That there is always a teacher there. There is always somebody who's going to point you in the right direction. You won't get like a thank you comment or anything like, "Hey, thanks for seeding that in the universe." But it's a way of being active. It's a way of feeling like you're making a difference. And if you do have a belief in the quantum, then you'll know that everything that you do like that will make a difference. And I do think that if more and more people seed this quantum space of love, and I have to say, of love, this is a place that only love can enter. This is a place of life and life perpetuating sharing. This isn't about killing things off. It's not about doing anything evil. Anything that isn't fully aligned to love cannot go there. Okay. So, if this is what you want, then sit back. I'm not sure why my computer's flaring in the corner. So there's this kind of uh, little light thing going on there. Please, either use it to help you go into hypnotic meditation, or just ignore it. Okay. What I'd like you to do first of all is just take in now a good, long, slow, deep breath, and hold for the count of 3. 1, 2, 3, and exhale. And as you breathe out, you can feel yourself just sink a little bit more into comfort. And as you continue to breathe slowly and deeply, you can allow your mind-body system to just shut down and space out and just sink into comfort. And every word that you hear, every sound that you hear can take you deeper and deeper into just the right mind space you need to be in to be able to connect to the idea of etheric consciousness, the collective consciousness that we all have access to, that shared space. As you continue to breathe slowly and deeply, I'd like you now to just let go of any tension you might be feeling around your eyes, around your cheeks. That's right. Any tension in your jaw, you can just allow to soften away. And maybe you can feel your shoulders melt and relax. And allow any tension in your shoulders and arms to flow out through your elbows, your wrists, your hands, out through your fingertips. And you can send any tension down through your body, down your spine, your hips, knees, out through your ankles and the tips of your toes. And if you're an expert at feeling grounded and heavy, I'd like you to imagine sinking into that space of ultimate relaxation. That feeling of where you're so relaxed that you could just simply drift off. And drift off and sink and move more into comfort. And so I'd like you now to imagine in your mind's eye the space of the collective consciousness, like a virtual internet. And I don't know how you can visualize this. This is your imagination. This is your representation of the collective consciousness. The vast etheric library of experience and knowledge and wisdom. And it's a place of love. And as you imagine this global repository of spiritual truth and light and love and sharing, I'd like you to consider for a moment something that you would love to upload into that space. Something that you think is really important to get off your chest. Something that you think others might need to know about, whether explicitly or not, but that you might have something to share that could bring good and more love, more light to the collective humanity, to the people of the soil, the people of our world. And as you focus on this information that you'd like to share, I'd like you to imagine uploading it. And you can do this any way that you need to. And you can notice the feeling of what you're experiencing as you're letting this out into the ether. Notice your thoughts, your feelings, any colors or images. This is your representation of the collective consciousness. And I'd like you to think, as you're uploading it, you might want to classify it a little bit to help it be found and understood at a mind-body level. So you might want to put some extra information with this parcel of knowledge that you're uploading. For instance, is it fact? Is what you're uploading an actual fact that you've experienced firsthand? Or is it an opinion? And it's okay, whichever it is. One is not stronger than the other. But it's important to let that bit of information be coded with the right kind of idea, If it's not first-hand knowledge, then you might want to put clues, attach etheric thought form clues to where somebody might find the hard evidence, to where they might want to search in their real world to find the clues for more information. And now that you've uploaded it, I think it's important to encrypt it with light. And I don't know what that means to you exactly in this mind space that you're in at this moment in time. But I'd like you to infuse it with light. Imagine encrypting it with light so that only someone of true heart, someone of true light and faith and love can access it, should they wish to. And you might also want to put a little extra information there, like free to someone that's going to use it good, someone that's going to put it to good use. Or you might want to send the person that's going to receive it a little love. Infuse it with the intention that you're putting it there for. That's great. And whilst you're in that space, that collective consciousness space, there might be something that you want to know about, that there's a question that you're looking for the answers from. Maybe in your mind's eye, you're aware of something that's grabbing your attention, giving you a clue from the great unconscious as to where you might find your answer. And as you notice that answer, as you notice that thing that's grabbing your attention, thank it and thank your unconscious mind for giving you all the clues you need. Because these clues can gain greater relevance over the next few hours, days, weeks. And you might want to notice any clues, any synchronicities, any deja vus, anything odd that occurs to you in the next few days. Um, Anything that just stands out and gets your spidey senses tingling, where your spider senses, like how Spider-Man does, and he knows that something's around the corner. So in a moment, I'm going to guide you to come into full waking consciousness, but only as quickly as you can right now. Allow what you've done in the ether to embed. Allow it to infuse and connect into your mind body system in a real tangible way. Allow that feeling to reach you throughout every cell in your body. Breathe it in. Breathe in the knowledge that you can go to this place whenever you want to, upload some information with the knowledge that whoever needs it can stumble upon it, and that you can go to this etheric collective consciousness place whenever you have a problem or are looking for an answer. Okay, I'm going to count up now from 5 all the way up to 1. When you awaken to full consciousness, you can open your eyes and feel refreshed. 5, 4, 3. Taking now a good deep breath. You might want to wriggle around on your chair, move a little bit. As I call 2, you're feeling a little optimistic and feeling relaxed and refreshed. As I call 1, you can open your eyes. Open your eyes now, feeling lighter, refreshed, and curious about how this can help you feel more in control, how you can explore this more, how you can seed more knowledge and share more knowledge etherically to anyone out there who's ready and willing in a love space to listen. Anyway, I really hope that was useful. So let me know, how did this meditation work for you? Has this created a sense of peace, created a sense of space within your mind body system, a possibility? Let me know. I love to hear feedback. Anyway, I'd like to thank you for for participating and joining me here today. And I want to thank you in advance for anything you do put out there, anything that you do put out there to help create a more stable, joyous, loving space around the world, uplifting humanity, because that's what I'm all about. And I think anyone that's listening to this is probably about this too. Anyway, lots of love to you from Portugal to wherever you are in the world. Bye for now.